listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. Now, the largest new media platform on the web and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith. Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AfterBuzz TV's RuPaul's Drag Race After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's RuPaul's Drag Race After Show.
Woo! We're back! Welcome to RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars Preview. I'm Jacque Borowski. With me is...
Natalie Vratney.
And...
Cameron Marston.
We also have Tony that will be with us next week. And a special guest.
Oh, wow.
We have the Gay Beaner next week.
He's in town?
Yeah!
He's back.
You should also check his blog. He did a really great breakdown of all the queens for the All-Stars.
So are we taking him hiking?
We can take him hiking. Apparently, this is what we do when we meet people for logo TV show occasions. Bing is for doing. Just throwing that in there.
Bing.
Bing. Let's just go down a breakdown of the queens. You guys know most of them. I can't remember some of them, nor do I want to remember some of them.
And for those of you that don't know, we were just talking about this. They could not have been a winner, so clearly they're not coming back. It's just
right.
All-Stars that have not won a season.
So from season 1, Nina Flowers, Chanel, Tammy Brown, Raven. Season 2, Jujubee, Pandora Box, Manila Luzon. Actually, I think I'm getting some of these seasons wrong. Season 3, Alexis Mateo, Yara Sofia, Mimi and First. And Season 4, Chad Michaels and Latrice Royale. Obviously, the two that stick prominently in my mind are the ones from Season 4. I could not, for the life of me, remember who Mimi and First was.
The heavy-set one.
Yeah, until I saw her on
with the bad accent.
On the previews, and then, well, let's just say, is there anybody that you're surprised by, or is there
Mimi
anybody?
and First.
Yeah, I know, right? Like this person was in 11th place, and I can barely remember them. And is there anybody that you think is a good contender?
Nina Flowers.
I'm just going to go with Chad Michaels because I thought he was the contender last season. I thought for sure he was going to win.
And Chad Michaels is going to be the same thing I always say about Chad Michaels, where it's like he is perfection, but if anybody else on here brings something new to the table, that's going to be his one challenge, and that's what happened last season with Sharon Needles. Right. It was the same kind of thing.
But I think he's going to know that going into it, and I wouldn't be surprised if he came in with a couple of surprises.
I wouldn't be either. And
well, we talked about that. That was one of our things about Chad Michaels was, I remember I rewatched some of our shows and we were trying to explain the difference. Chad was so polished, was so ready for stage, but lacked her personal character that shined through. She was so polished, it almost always seemed like a character. For me, I never really got to see any of the normal person, whereas with Sharon Needles, that seemed like her natural quirky character that showed through all the time, and then she just put it into a stage character. It was interesting for me, but I remember we went over that. We kind of all debated about that.
Right. I think she's going to bring it, though, because when I saw... I rewatched all the previews today on Logo on Logo.com, and
LogoTV.com.
LogoTV.com. I'm sorry, and their outfits were flawless. Like even ones like that annoy the crap out of me, like Tammy Brown. Their outfits were phenomenally flawless. It's just I think they
budgeted.
They budgeted for it, but it's also like they you know, you're supposed to have the best of the best, and this is what's coming forth, is the best of the best. We also know from a recent article that they're going to be paired up. They're going to be teams. So there's Latrice Royale, Manila Luzon on a team. Alexis Mateo and Yara Sofia are on a team. Mimi and First and Pandora Box are on a team. Raven and Jujubee are on a team. Chanel and Chad Michaels are on a team. And Tammy Brown and Nina Flowers are on a team.
Ooh, Pandora Box must be pissed.
I know. I was just thinking, like, I was talking about this with my roommate about some of these, like, are crutches almost, because it's like you're setting it up for conflict. I love Pandora Box though.
I love Pandora too.
I love Pandora Box.
I mean, if looking at these teams, just looking at the teams, I have to kind of, if I put them in an order or first place, I would say Latrice and Manila. Because you have that Latrice, everybody loved Latrice. She had a good following, and Manila was off the chain funny.
Latrice's makeup looked great. Remember how we would talk about
Busted.
last season?
Now
her
she's a little
her
more
makeup
polished.
is definitely more polished. And I think they don't know how this is going to go. We don't know yet from the articles or anything whether or not they're going to be double eliminated, whether or not it's like one person eliminated and then the teams mix up. I personally, they do this on So You Think You Can Dance when they'll only do one elimination and then they mix it up. I would much rather see it that way because I'd rather see other dynamics.
Well, double eliminations throughout the whole season, or just in the beginning and then it's individual?
I'd rather see just individual eliminations to see how they mix it up.
Well,
although
definitely
I mean
if there's only 10 girls.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
It's
12
like,
girls, sorry.
Yeah, it's like, what else are you going to do?
You need a full season.
I mean, and
that would be a wrench they would throw in later, that they would do a double elimination for one.
Yeah.
I would
right.
Like
I wouldn't think they would keep doing double eliminations.
Right,
and I would think that the reason you're pairing people up is so that you're going to keep switching the dynamics, because from the previews it looks like there's already a lot of cattiness going on.
Yay.
I know. It looks like a good season.
It's a drag show without some cattiness.
I also want to remind you guys, RuPaul tweeted this, that remember when you set your DVR that it's for RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars, not just RuPaul's Drag Race. It's a different show, kind of.
Record.
I need to do that.
And hopefully,
I think I've been waiting for the regular.
Yeah, and hopefully it will, because it's a different type of show, they will have different type of competitions. Someone just mentioned before we came in that they saw the girls in West Hollywood months ago pushing around ice cream carts.
That must be for a challenge.
I'm hoping.
Well, we're also hoping, she had mentioned we're going to have another panelist named Tony Moore, who seems to have a good rapport, a relationship with some of the girls. So we'll see. I guess he has some kind of spot at Mickey's with
Viewing party at Mickey's, I think.
the girlies. Yeah. So we'll see what happens.
Guest judges. We have some guests. Billy B.
Some
Everybody's
returnees.
favorite Billy B. Janice Dickinson, who I think she's hilarious.
She is.
Yeah.
She's crazy as well.
She does
Beth
not hold
Dito. Elvira again. I'm skipping over people just because I don't have
Rachel
time.
Dratch.
Can't we just say what he said? Rachel
Yeah, okay, give us your Rachel Dratch.
Well, I didn't, if anybody know, I don't know, I'm sorry, maybe this is me being ignorant, but Rachel Dratch. So I was like, is that a drag queen? You know, dry snatch?
No, it's SNL comedian.
I don't know what it is. Sorry. Dry snatch. That works for me. That could be a drag name.
Was she
It
on?
could
I
be.
feel she was on last season.
Oh.
She probably, did guest spots, but she was also in a few episodes of 30 Rock, and she just came out with a book.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Kelly Osbourne again. Sherry O'Terry, who I love. Rosie
Yes.
Perez. Busy Phillips.
Vicki
Love
Lawrence.
Busy
Wasn't Vicki
Phillips.
Lawrence the whole Carol Burnett, right? Old school Vicki Lawrence, right?
I think I know where
Wow,
you're
I feel
going
old
at,
right
but
now. Vicki Lawrence. She was on the Carol Burnett show.
Yes, a show we all watched.
I love Carol Burnett. I want to see Carol Burnett on Drag Race.
Well, why Billy B? Sorry. But who's Wendy McClendon Luck Covey?
These are things that we are going, viewers, if you want to Google this, go ahead. Wendy McLevin Covey.
Let's go over the girls.
Is there any last words, last thoughts? Next words, next thoughts.
Oh, are we not going to go over the girls individually?
You want to?
Oh,
we have
yeah.
to.
So we can
Okay.
rip.
Alexis Mateo. We have some beautiful imagery here that's from Logo,
Yes.
where she's wearing chains.
She was known for her bam, right? Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
bam.
Okay.
Here's some fierce poses.
Yeah, not too thrilled about her.
Chad Michaels wearing a crown.
Good competitor.
Yeah.
They all kind of look like they're doing their glamazon thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Jujubee.
I like her.
She's a spark plug.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'd rather have angina.
Who else are you missing? That's another question.
Oh yeah.
Latrice Royale,
Competitor.
definitely. Manila Luzon.
She's had some makeup. Manila, love Manila. I
Yes.
think she's
She looks
hilarious.
like a piece of bubble gum.
She looks great.
Yeah.
Mimi in first.
I really don't
By
understand.
the way, all of these
that.
images that we're viewing
I
that
don't
you guys
understand
can't
her
see is on
outfit either.
logotv.com.
Yeah, you can see these on LogoTV.
Yeah, under the cast.
She's wearing some sort of like
Bubblegum
space
Does anybody
outfit.
why-
flower.
Did she have a good following? I'm speaking specifically about Mimi. I'm first. I mean, tweet us
Please comment.
if you're a fan
on
of hers.
iTunes.
Because I could
Sell
barely
me.
remember her.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Nina Flowers.
Love. That's my
I love her.
favorite out of all of them.
Yeah,
She was amazing.
love her punky business going on here. She has like neck pom poms going on and hand pom poms.
She was to me the watered down version of Sharon Needles.
She
was
is.
tatted
She
up.
is.
She had comedy on her side. She was like Miss Congeniality or whatever. She
Yeah.
actually seemed like a really genuine person. Definitely she's my top.
She is, and she's
contender.
an older queen. She's 34.
Mhm.
Pandora Box, who Willem says is actually a 58-year-old steelworker and the original inspiration for Flashdance.
Oh, I didn't even see the quotation marks. I was just going to ask, is she really 58 years old?
No,
She
that's
looks good.
Willem. She I think is just so flawlessly beautiful to me.
Yeah.
I
But
want
think
to
she's
look
grown.
like Pandora
I think
Box.
she's definitely grown. I think she had it, but she came out about her suicide right during season, and it almost seemed like that whole process kind of broke her down
right.
for me, which is you got to destroy in order to rebuild. So
It's
maybe
true.
she looks good in the picture.
It's true. Raven,
She's a competitor. She's
it's true.
catty as shit.
Even
but
though she's irritating, she's a competitor.
yeah.
Chanel.
I'm trying to. Is
She's
that the
got
one?
some
Was
sort
she the
of
was she the
weird,
Mariah
silly
Carey?
She has some sort of weird silly string outfit going on, and no, I can't really.
I think she
remember
was
her.
the one that kind of looked like.
Who's
Mariah.
that model who has, she's African-American model. She always had her hair short, and she would always do those weird poses. And
We're not talking about Tyra.
Oh, she was in
always refers to it.
Boomerang. She was in
Who?
Boomerang.
I can't think of her name, but that's the pose that
Lord.
reminds me of.
This is horrible.
I
Sorry,
just
guys.
spent like an hour at work Wikipediaing her because I was just so interested.
Oh.
And that's
Not
who she reminds
Iman, the other
No,
one,
yeah.
the
Not
crazy
Iman.
one.
When it was
She was actually a singer. She was dating David Bowie for a while.
and she's really
No,
popular
Iman
overseas.
is married to David Bowie.
Okay, no,
But-
no, no, but before,
There was
yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll come back to
She
that.
dated the boxer in Rocky, not Sylvester Stallone, but the guy who beat him.
Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah, she dated
Mm.
him. I
I
can't think
love
of his name.
Dolph
She was in
Lundgren.
Boomerang. She was Strong J. Well, you'll get it.
Tweet
Dolph
us
Lundgren,
the
if you want to be on the
answer.
show.
Anyways, that's who Chanel reminds us of, or me,
She actually had an album.
Dolph
okay, we're
Lundgren
moving
from
on.
He-Man, though. Dolph Lundgren from
or
He-Man.
Rocky. No.
I
Tammy Brown.
really Dolph Lundgren from He-Man.
Okay,
Tammy Brown. She's
Why?
irritating.
Why does she? I don't understand.
She's
I like her,
She's like if Lucille Ball was beaten in the face.
and I think she's from Long Beach. And
Aesthetically, I don't
Vancouver,
think
but
she's
even though I'm here
bad,
since Los Angeles.
But she
No,
had a
but
bad
she's
attitude.
irritating.
Yeah,
She's
she was a whiner,
irritating.
right? Isn't she like a complainer?
I just remember being irritated.
And she
by
kind
her.
of, for me, she
And
was
then
kind of a
as I
one-trick
was watching
pony.
the previews, then I was like, oh. It just comes back.
But she does remind me of the whole Lucille Ball
Yeah.
thing.
But
Yeah.
not like in a charming I love Lucy kind
It was
of way.
an annoying.
Yeah.
You have no other dimension.
Yara Sofia.
She's my number 3.
Oh, well,
Who's
what
your
is
number 2?
Manila.
And who's your number 1? I missed that.
You know, nobody listens to me.
Okay,
Guy.
Cam. Let's get
It
your
was Nina Flowers.
Oh.
Okay, thanks.
So Nina Flowers. That's my top 3. Nina Flowers, Manila, and Yara Sofia.
Are we doing top
I
three?
don't want to do a top 3 until I've seen the first episode.
I was right last time.
I don't want to do it until I've seen the first
Everyone
episode.
hold
right
him to
last
this
time.
top 3,
I was right.
and then we will.
Well, I wasn't
revisit
correct about.
this
I was
back
correct
at the
about the
end
winner. I
and
wasn't
see
correct about the
if
top
he's
3.
right.
Who's your top 3?
Oh, we're okay. I'm just gonna go with Chad Michaels, Jujubee, and Tammy Brown.
Oh,
I
no.
just made a guess. I don't know.
No.
I haven't seen.
She's invested.
Yes.
I see, but I have a problem. Whereas I want to put Pandora Box in my top 3 just
Why
because I
not?
like her.
I would put her in my top 5.
Okay, she'll be my
Kinda.
3rd, and then Nina Flowers,
Okay.
and then Chad Michaels.
I was going
as
based
one.
on outfits
Chad Michaels is 1.
for
Okay.
this top 3.
So you guys are all about Chad Michaels then.
I really like Chad
I'm
Michaels.
gonna make her down.
No.
She's flawless. She's flawless. But I only think that her contender would be someone like
Nina Flowers.
Lena Flowers.
Manila's. Well, even Manila was kind of. Well, we'll see. Whatever.
We'll see what they bring. We'll see what they bring.
We'll see what the gay beaner has to say.
I know, exactly. Go to his blog.
Why isn't he calling?
He's got shit to do.
Lies.
So, I had one more question before we go into our closing statements.
Okay.
What did you guys feel about the ad campaign? Because I am on another show, American Horror Story. Watch that one too. Yeah.
What?
I'm doing American Horror Story. But
Y'all
their
are
ad,
fired. You all fired.
their ad campaign is nuts.
Amazing.
Like they were putting out, they're putting out something like every 2 seconds.
Mhm.
I feel like there's like a monkey on a wheel just like churning out videos for them.
It's a visual. It's part of marketing.
Yep.
Okay.
Marketing.
And they have quizzes, and they have their like poster ad campaign is everywhere. Not that like we work in Natalie and I work in West Hollywood, so the Drag Race campaign is everywhere where we're working.
Every billboard. Yep.
But
I'm the Republican.
what?
Just kidding.
Clear Channel's Republican?
What's going on? What just happened?
Those are the owners of
But
the billboards.
I felt
don't
like
know.
actually I felt like I don't know if it's because I was bombarded by the American Horror Story campaign or because I just feel like this is a more understated campaign than they have had lately. Or how do you feel about their previews? I feel like they're not telling us anything. Like I feel like they're keeping everything on lockdown.
I think she's banking off the finale of last season.
Yeah.
Trying to keep things under wraps.
Yeah. And so I feel like whereas in another situation we'd be oversaturated with the information, especially with this being an all-stars. In this instance, we have almost nothing except for a couple of videos of like the queens walking in, and then of them giving like personal introductions.
And
It's
some
very
ice cream
little.
cart sales.
I know,
And
but that we only
billboards
know
that
because
you
of
see
the
in West
neighborhood.
Hollywood,
Yeah,
but
but
that's
but the billboards have RuPaul on them,
There's
so
not
it's like
it's not revealing
there's
much.
not. Yeah, you don't feel like you're getting any information on the actual episodes. So I feel like this is going to be some sort of huge surprise, and that a lot of the information is on lockdown. So
Or it could just be a small budget.
shh, don't
I
tell me
know.
that.
Sometimes that's the case. Just keeping it real.
Logo pours all of its budget into the RuPaul's Drag Race. This is how they do it too, apparently. I've had a lot of coffee. Anyway, so for closing statements,
I didn't mean to bring the room down. I'm sorry.
download our previous episodes on iTunes.
Yes.
We have part of season 3 and season 4 to catch you up, and download this one on iTunes too.
Yeah.
And
we're back next week.
Oh yeah, we're back next week, but on Tuesday at 8.
Yes.
So if you want to catch us live, it's Tuesday at 8. And we have a great fall schedule lined up, although I only know about American Horror Story. I actually don't. Can you give us a list of some of the upcoming shows?
Well, we have Homeland and Boardwalk Empire, Once Upon a Time. That's the one I do. And
Oh, I
guys.
love. I saw you guys actually last week on
There's
Once Upon a
easily
Time.
Oh,
over
did
30.
you?
I'm
There's
guessing
over
Walking
30
Dead.
shows.
Yeah.
There's over 30. There's easy.
Yeah, we're doing about 40 to 50 shows right now.
Yeah.
So.
So if there's something out there, you will probably find it. Also, there's a new blog on AfterBuzz. So if there's not an after video, there might be some written words about it.
We didn't say enough.
And like
Others
last
will say
season and
more.
the season before, if you guys have negative or positive comments, we're all about it.
Yes, tweet
It
us.
always keeps the conversation going, you know?
Tweet us or send us hate mail or love mail.
We don't want to just regurgitate the show. You know, we want opinions. And
Yeah.
well, I'm going to give my opinion. I don't care what you guys have to
Exactly.
say.
I'm at 123 Jackie _B.
I'm at Natalie Vratney.
I'm at Tamakava777.
We're not going to spell it for
You can
any
also
people.
reach us at AfterBuzz TV. Uh-huh.
.com.
All right.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.